Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth. First, a big congratulations. Been meaning to do this for a few days. Our DJ Deuce, who spins at all our events and is part of our family here. DJ Deuce and his fiancee, Allie, finally tied the knot in a small ceremony the other day.
Congratulations.
Yes. Yep, this past Saturday, Cande. I was invited to the original wedding before the pandemic, save the date, all that, big catering hall type thing. Obviously,
I invited you to my son's, and that didn't work out.
That got changed. Obviously, they had to do something a lot smaller with just very close family. And but congrats, great pictures, and looks like a beautiful event. And so congratulations to them. They
so happy for them. That's wonderful. Yeah, and now a baby. No,
yeah,
kidding.
They deserve it. And one more thing before we get into whatever you want to talk about. So for many years, and I know I'm late to the game in this, okay? But for many years, and especially since I've been binge watching things on Netflix, everyone has been saying, all my friends, and I forget, maybe even you, I don't know, they've been saying, you have to watch Breaking Bad.
Not me, because I've never seen it, but yeah, I want to watch it too.
Okay, obviously you know the history of the show. It won a lot of awards. And
yes.
Okay, all right. So, I finished Shameless, and I watched this movie and that movie, and I've watched everything on Netflix, and I'm searching, and Netflix is cool because they give you these little categories, things
you
maybe.
Are they paying you? Do you ever watch Prime Video? Do you ever watch Hulu? Anything but Netflix?
I have Amazon, but the thing is, on my remote for the TV there is no big Amazon button.
I just know what? You don't know how to get to it?
I know how to get to it, but there's a big Netflix.
Has some amazing documentaries, plus many other things. But they do
I understand.
Stuff. So it's Hulu, by the way. I don't understand why you're just so set on Netflix.
I like the convenience of clicking the Netflix button.
All right,
and
I can't with you.
The world is at my fingertips. Anyway, I said, you know what? I was sitting there one day, like last week. I'm like, let me see what it's all about. And I'm hooked. I'm into it. I can't wait to watch the next episode. I'm always thinking about Breaking Bad. It's a great show, Cande. It's great.
Yes.
Wish I watched it earlier, but this is exciting for me. So I'm in season 2 now. There's 5 seasons. Season 2 of Breaking Bad. Now,
all right.
You have things you want to discuss? What's up?
Well, yes, you are always into my life, and I'm always quite open, like an open book with you. And now I'm talking to you this morning. I say good morning, and you sigh, a very big sigh. I say, how's everything? And you sighed. Now, what's going on? I know there's some form of stress happening over there.
Now, even with the kids back in school 4 days a week, my elementary school kids, 2 of them, Abigail and Elijah, things are stressful, and mostly because, you know how they say going from 2 kids to 3 kids is a big deal, Cande?
Yes.
Okay, well, having those 3 kids, especially 2 of them who are in elementary school together, Abigail and Elijah, they get at each other. They get on each other's nerves. One badgers the other about something, and then the other badgers the other about, it's just,
they're brother and sister. That's nothing unusual.
So you got that going on. And then yesterday I was having an issue because here's the thing. Elijah reminds me a lot of me. Elijah reminds me of me. Okay. Back in school, when I was in school, I did not have to. No, I was into it. Obviously, I did my work and everything, but I did not have to work that hard to get results. Okay, I just, for some reason, it came to me, and if I had a paper to write, I would do it the night before, and it just whatever. It was never all that difficult for me to do well in school. Elijah's the same way, and I try to get him to sit down and do things and projects or whatever, and I badger him, and I'm like, Elijah, I've been telling you to do this for 4... Now, he's in 2nd grade. I've been telling you to do this for 4 days. You haven't done it yet. Tomorrow it's due, or this, that. And he comes up with excuses. But then, of course, he'll take care of it, like, right before bedtime, and it comes out spectacular. And this is a form of stress for me, Cande, because I was dealing with this yesterday. I was badgering him. What?
He gets
Yes.
it done. Let him work at his own pace.
Yeah, but it's like the stuff that he's doing to not, the things that he'll do to
Well,
not
you
do
need to sit him
schoolwork.
down and say, listen, you're getting
Mm.
dad upset, and here's why. Can we work on this together?
Oh, yeah. And you know what he
But
does?
as far as the brother and sister thing, I'll tell you one story. My brother
Yeah,
was 10 and a half years older than I was, so there was a big
right.
gap there, right?
Mm.
So when I was little, say I was about 7 and he was 17, and his friends would come over and I would annoy them and never leave them alone, and they would yell at me to get out of here and leave them alone. So one day I was badgering them, and one of his friends took me by my feet upside down and put my nose almost right into dog poop.
Mm.
You know, I know what I did? I left them
Well,
alone.
so there you go. And I got a lot of
Okay?
dog poop. I got a lot
All
of dog
right?
poop.
They asked me a million times. I was just ruthless in just
Mm.
bothering them. And yeah, that was my payment. So that ended.
Yes, listen, I understand. And, the thing with Elijah is yesterday he comes home from school, he pulls out a math test, he got 30 out of 30, right? So I hang it on the fridge, and then I find out that he's at a very high reading level, and he's doing quite well in reading, and the kid didn't read one book over the summer. I think he's getting it from TikTok, Cande. I think he's a really good online reader.
My son is very bright, Evan.
Yeah.
He's much like that. He doesn't read books. No books. He told me Pokemon was his education, not school. And you know that he's very smart. He's doing very, very well. He was valedictorian of his major at Rutgers, and
Yes.
I didn't see any sign of that in grade school. Oh no, he'd wait till the last minute. Everything was a big drama scene. Yeah, but see what happens in the end. It comes out good.
Yeah, so what you're saying is I should just settle down and let him do
Yep.
his thing, because
Yep.
the reason I was sighing this morning early on, and you noticed that, is I had a big to do with him last night, and he's a second grader, he's 7 years old, he doesn't want to listen sometimes, but the kid keeps getting it done, and it goes against everything in my nature. I need to, I want him to be in line, and I want him to do his work in a timely fashion, and I want him to get
Well,
things
you're not
done.
going to get everything you want.
I understand. You know what it is, too?
You know what we need to do? Talk to your mother about when you were 7. This should be our next interview. I'm sorry.
All right. So I'm sure my parents are listening. Could you please text me what I was like at 7? Was I like Elijah? What was I like in school? Because is it the same? And I'll tell you, I'll leave you with this, Cande. I, with my 3 kids, being that Leah was the first one, she set a standard where it's hard to follow.
Well,
This girl,
you just said the word. She set a standard. She shouldn't set any standard.
I understand.
Everybody's different.
I
Look,
understand.
Casey never threw a temper tantrum his entire life. Never, ever. Okay? And then came Evan, and there were many temper tantrums. Everybody's different. You can't set standards. That's not good.
All right, I will try. Well, that's all, for a while, it's all I knew is, this girl's getting it done.
I understand, but it's not right. And even in school, they would say, oh, your brother, so this, your brother, so that. It's hard to follow in those footsteps. You got to cut that out.
All right. I'm just let you know what I'm dealing with. I got an older daughter who says, Dad, I did extra credit in this class. I already had 100. Now I have 101 and a half. That's what I'm dealing with.
We're all different. Wait till the boys come into her life. Things will change. Wait till one of her girlfriends and her have a big fight. That's coming in middle school. That's a big thing. Girls are rotten. You'll see.
All right. To her best friends, and you know who you are. Don't ever have a big fight with Leah, please. Don't.
Oh, and don't you get involved. That'll be a topic for another time.
My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.